Alright, hello there. So this is a showcase of the plugin custom loot tables. I'm going to be quickly showing all the cool things that you can do with this plugin, and yeah, let's just get right into it. So first of all, what you're going to want to do as an administrator is open up the main menu, because this is going to be all interacted through a GUI. You don't have to memorize 50 different commands. You can just work through the GUI. So first of all, you'll see that you have three options off the bat. Right now I have WorldGuard installed, so there's also an optional dependency on WorldGuard. And if you have that, you will be able to edit the loot within specific regions as well. And I will go into that in a little bit. But first I'll show these first three categories. So chest tables is the structure, the chests that generate in structures throughout the world. So like a chest at the bottom of a desert pyramid, or in ancient cities, or in villages and stuff like that. So when you click on this, you'll be able to edit the loot tables that are associated with those chests. When you go to mobs, it's exactly what you're sort of thinking. So you can edit the drop tables of all the mobs, and I'll demonstrate with zombies. So we'll just quickly go to a zombie, and it's all organized alphabetically, so that's why I've gone all the way to the end. And so we are going to toggle the vanilla loot of the zombie off, because we don't want them dropping rotten flesh. So we will turn that to disabled and save and quit. And I'll spawn a zombie, and you'll see that no matter how many times I kill it, it will not drop rotten flesh. Okay. And if we go back into the menu, go back to edit mob table, scroll to zombie, and turn the vanilla loot back on, you'll note that it will start dropping things again. Oh, except for that time. There you go. And yeah, so it's very strange. Rotten flesh usually drops every time. There you go, another rotten flesh drop. So we'll go back and go to zombie. I want to disable the vanilla loot again. And then I'm going to showcase the third category. So right now these are the gameplay tables. So eventually this is going to include like fishing, drop tables, like villager trades, hero of the village rewards, and stuff like that. But right now, what you have control over is piglin bartering. So you can disable the vanilla piglin barters just like you can do with zombie loot, and then add your own custom loot if you want to, or you can keep, the default barters on and then also add custom tables on top of it as well. So now let's quickly show how to make a custom table. Okay, so you would click on the enter chest here, edit custom table. You would create a new loot table. You can change the name to whatever you want. Just the names need to be unique for each table, so make sure you're not overwriting another table by making a non-unique name. So we will do this test 0. Okay, you'll click that, it changes the name. And we want to add a golden apple to the drop table. So we add. Okay, and so right now it's only gonna drop 1. Even though I did add a stack, you have to go into the item list, click on the item, and set the min and max amounts. So we want to set the max amount to 64. We want to set the min amount to 64. And so this means that every time this enchanted golden apple is rolled on this table, it will drop a full stack. Okay, so let's save and exit. So now we've created our first custom table, and we'll go back to zombie, and we will add the custom table to the zombie, and we will now save and quit. And so there we go. So now we have this zombie, and every time we kill the zombie, it's going to drop a stack of golden apples. There you go. And so you can add as many different items as you want to a custom loot table. We can add, let's say we want to add a diamond sword. We'll also add a wooden sword. So we'll go into the menu. We'll go to edit custom table. We will go to edit test 0, and we will add some new items. So let's add the diamond sword, and we'll also add the wooden sword. And we will go into edit items. And so you'll see another option called weight. So what weight means is the higher the weight is, the more likely the item is going to be rolled. So we'll have the enchanted stack of enchanted golden apples be weight 1. We'll have the diamond sword be weight 5, okay? And then we will have the wooden sword as weight 25. Okay, so we'll save that and we'll go back. Okay, so now when I kill the zombie, it can drop a multitude of items, and it's going to choose one of those 3. And what's most likely to drop is the wooden sword, because it has the highest weight. And we'll quickly turn off the weather here. So we'll kill him. And there you go. It's going to drop the wooden sword most of the time, because the wooden sword has a weight of 25, whereas the diamond sword only has a weight of 5, and the stack of enchanted apples only has a weight of 1. So it's much more likely that the wooden sword is going to get rolled. So that's how you create different chances for different items. Now let's say you want that custom loot table to drop more than just one item. So you can go back into that custom loot table, go to edit it, and you will decrease or increase the minimum and maximum amount of items that will drop. So let's say we want this table to drop 2 items every time. We would increase the maximum to 2 and increase the minimum to 2. We would save and exit, and we would go back to kill the zombie. And now it's going to drop 2 items. And maybe you want to have it sometimes only drop 1, and then other times it can drop 2. So in that case, you would decrease the minimum down to 1. Okay. Then we save and quit. So sometimes when we kill the zombie, it's only going to drop 1 item like there. But then other times when we kill the zombie, and it might take a couple tries here. Oh, there it still only dropped 1. And we'll kill it again, and it only dropped 1. Okay. Well, it seems to only be dropping 1. Okay, well that's a little bit strange. I do need to look into that, because that actually might be a bug. But no matter, by the time you get your hands on this plugin, that will be fixed. Which is very strange. That should be generating 1 to 2 items, but it looks like it's only generating 1. That's just a minor math issue. I'll have to look into that later. But let's continue with the plugin showcase. Okay, so another great functionality of this plugin is that it's compatible with Vault, and it functions like a paper money plugin as well. So you can add paper money to a custom loot table, and then when players go to right click the money voucher, that the amount that's defined on the money voucher will get added to their bank account. So how you would do that is, first of all, you need to install Vault, and you need to install an economy plugin that's compatible with Vault. And then you would do CL bank voucher and then the amount that you want. So let's create a bank voucher worth $100. So you'll see that when you right click on this bank voucher, my balance will now my balance would have been 2,600 before. I'll quickly make another bank voucher, check my balance again. You'll see that it's 2,800. Okay, and so now what you can do with these bank vouchers, you can add them to a custom table. So we go back into the menu, we edit the loot table, we'll quickly decrease the max items to 1. We will add this custom item, the bank voucher. We will make the weight 100 because we want this to drop very often, just so that I can showcase to you. And I'll kill a zombie. And you'll see that it dropped a bank voucher with value 100. Okay. And there you go. So you can change the value of the bank voucher to whatever you want. You can have bank vouchers be worth $1 trillion. It doesn't matter. That's just defined in the bank voucher command. And all of the custom data is attached to the item, and the plugin handles custom items perfectly fine. So this is compatible with any custom items, and the item that gets generated from the loot table will work as the custom item. So you can have an advanced enchantment plugin running and use those enchantment books, for example, and this plugin will be compatible with those custom items. So the last feature I wanted to showcase was the loot voucher. Eventually this is going to get worked into like a cool animation. You'll have to go to a chest in the world and you use a loot voucher on the chest, and then they'll play an animation, sort of like a loot crate, but this is sort of the first initial version. Granted, not all players will be able to use this command, of course, unless if you have the permission. So we will do CL loot voucher and then the name of the table that you want to create a loot voucher for. So this is the loot table for test 0, the custom table that we just created. And then when you go to right click this loot voucher, it will roll the table and add all the items that got rolled into your inventory. Any extra items will get dropped onto the ground, so nothing will get lost. So we right click to roll, and oh, there you go. We got a bank voucher. And again, it seems like there's a minor bug with the meta there, but that is a very small issue that I can fix. You'll see that I right click this bank voucher and boom, I get $100. And so yeah, so that's custom loot tables. I'm very proud of this plugin. I hope you all can get some good functionality from it. Take care.